I was left in here unsupervised with these out in front of God and everyone. These are boobies out in the wild before they have been adopted into their forever home. So let's talk about it. I'm going to give you some completely unprofessional, unlicensed, non-medical advice. There are two different kinds of boobies. There are your silicone and then there are your saline. Silicone, or these are some kind called gummy bear, right? Like all the girlies are getting these. And that's because if I cut this open, it would look like a gummy bear. Like it's a gel, it's silicone. These are high impact boobies. You could run out into oncoming traffic and you may never walk again, but you will have cleavage. These are very resilient. Do you bump into things a lot? Do you go skydiving without a parachute? Do you turn corners very hard and hit the door jamb? These are for you. These are resilient boobies. But then there are these. These are the OG boobies. These are saline. And a lot of people don't know this. But the wonderful thing about saline boobies, so it's like a liquid. And actually, these don't look like this in nature. What it actually looks like is like a Ziploc bag, like a plastic bag, like a good one. Not like a great value, like a high quality Ziploc bag. And they take that Ziploc bag and then they shove it up into you and they actually fill it while it's inside of you. Kind of like watching a tire get reinflated. Do not ask me how they cork it. I have no idea. But with God and a board certified plastic surgeon, anything is possible. These are saline. These are filled with salt water. So the wonderful thing about these is that if you take a saline boobie and you put it up to your ear, you can actually hear the sound of the ocean. It's very soothing. If your man gets out of line, starts this, you take his head and turn it right there, and he will calm right down. You're like a human conch shell. No medical professional would actually ever do this, but in theory, if you were to combine a glob of blubber and a marine habitat, you would have a truly unique experience. Most people don't know that. What I have learned from the big boobied among us is that when they put these in, either or, they're like up here, up high, up around your clavicle. So it's like a floaty device for your head. If you jump in the ocean and you get carried out on a rip current, you're fine. Your head will be above water. You just keep your eyes with the shore and follow the tide back in. If we have another biblical flood and Noah comes back with the ark, but he's only taking one person, you're gonna be fine. You just, as they're pulling away, you just say, it's fine. I'll meet you at the dock. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're gonna make it. These are life-saving apparatus, okay? The Big Boobied has explained that, so they put these in and they're real high, and then the Big Boobied said, and I quote verbatim, that they drop. To which I asked what I think is the very reasonable next question: does it make a noise? Like, are you minding your own business in Walmart and you turn the corner into the bread aisle and suddenly it's like an old truck shifting into gear? And the Big Boobied said, no, Casey, it does not make a noise. Okay, all right, well, Big Boobied, how fast? Because I don't want some woman who's thinking of getting these to even wonder that she's gonna be on a Teams call and suddenly her chest is gonna reenact the New York City New Year's Eve ball drop, like, that would be horrible. And the Big Boobied said, gradually, Casey. It drops gradually. And I said, I would rebrand that. I would reword that. That language sounds a little violent, I think. No further questions, you're boobied. Have you all learned something today?